Monday Night Raw is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Kurt Angle's hometown. He comes out in front of the Pittsburgh crowd, gets a big ovation, and he puts himself over, puts the people there over, and he talks about 21 years ago was the day he won his gold medal with the broken freaking neck. Obviously, the fans love him there, and then he runs down the show. Then he's interrupted by Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Heyman talks, and Heyman says Lesnar will leave the WWE if he loses the belt. And I think that's a good storyline because that leads to speculation that Brock Lesnar is going to leave WWE to go fight John Jones in the UFC, who's the current light heavyweight champion. If you didn't know what happened at UFC 214 this past Saturday, he defeated Daniel Cormier to regain his light heavyweight title. He immediately challenged. After the fight, he challenged Brock Lesnar to a fight at heavyweight. That would be a huge fight. Brock said he's interested. He told the Associated Press. So that's that's huge news if that happens. And I don't know. I mean, they're leading into speculation because I think there's a lot of believability that Brock might leave the WWE. Maybe he gets an early release. We don't know. But that fight's going to probably happen because it's such a big fight. So he threatens to leave. He never mentions John Jones, but I was expecting him to. Then Lesnar and Heyman leave, and that's obviously big news and hypes up SummerSlam even more. Now, the Hardy Boys are out. I don't care anymore. I mean, it looks like the broken gimmick is dead. We're not going to see it, and it's just really disappointing at this point. So, Hardy's faced Gallows and Anderson. The match was okay. Went through a commercial break. Hardy's ended up winning the match. And during the match, the Revival were on commentary. And as the Hardys are celebrating, they're up the ramp. They receive Revival on the announcer's booth, and they attack the Revival. Then Gallows and Anderson come in, and Hardys end up laying both teams out. Two of them get sent to the floor. They give Scott Dawson 2 twists of fate, and then Matt and Jeff do the poetry in motion off the stage, off a 2-foot stage, but not old Hardy's crazy shit. But this was okay. I assume because of this, the way this was set up with the Hardys laying out, both teams were getting a triple threat tag team match probably on the SummerSlam pre-show. It's just a way to get everyone on the card. I don't think much of that. Then we go to Renee Young. She's backstage and she's interviewing her husband, Dean Ambrose, although they don't even hint at that. That was kind of, they don't even want to even bring that up. Anyway, she interviews him, and after they go back and forth, Seth Rollins comes, and, they go back and forth, and Ambrose tells him not to stab him in the back again. They keep continuing to build to that, but they don't even hint at Renee and Ambrose, really being married. So Rollins then goes backstage and says, our own Sheamus come, and they just do some of the worst comedy you'll ever see. It's just fucking miserable. And they start, talking trash Seth, and Seth challenges one of them to a match. And I was hoping, oh, cool, Seth and Cesaro tonight. But then Sheamus answers. So we got Seth Rollins and Sheamus. God damn it. This obviously means we're getting a tag team title match, Rollins and Ambrose against Cesaro and Sheamus. It's been the rumor. You've seen that online. It looks like that's almost a lock to be the plan. And also worth noting, they keep teasing tension between Rollins and Ambrose. I'm not sure if they're winning the titles, but I really think we're going to see the Shield reunion soon. And now Cruiserweights are on. That means Pittsburgh, and we'll skip this segment. Miz and Jason Jordan segment. So, we're getting an Intercontinental title match, I think, at SummerSlam. I just don't care about that. I have no interest in this segment. So, Miz, when he did his promo, he insulted Pittsburgh. He did it multiple times through the promo since he's from Cleveland, and the Steelers always beat the Browns every year. So, he does that. He has that connection. He's a Cleveland guy, and fans booed him like crazy. Jason Jordan came out, and they played up to the fans are booing him. They weren't booing him that much. They kind of cheered him. So, to me, that automatically means we're definitely getting a Jason Jordan heel turn sooner than later. He lays out the Miz, so it's pretty obvious. It's the IC title match is going to happen at SummerSlam. We're now ready for Seth Rollins and Sheamus. Burn it down! That sounded so fucking terrible. That's in Seth Rollins' theme music. They yell, burn it down. It just sucked. That was just horrible how that sounded. That was, oh my god. And stop with this whole Seth freaking Rollins thing. No one says freaking. A fucking 5-year-old kid doesn't say freaking. Who the fuck says freaking? It's just fucking horrible. So Rollins pinned Sheamus, and Sheamus and Cesaro come in the ring and they beat the shit out of Rollins for a few minutes. And then as they go back into the ring, Ambrose comes, and then they make Ambrose look like a complete geek. He makes the save, he comes to save his friends, and he gets his ass kicked. They beat the shit out of Ambrose. It went on, and then they choke him with their shirt, and they hit their finishers, and that's it. It was just, man, they made Ambrose look so weak there. I don't care about that match. Sheamus and Cesaro suck as a team. It's just two guys thrown together. It's a Vince McMahon tag team. It's not a traditional tag team that you build up through development. So bring them up together and let them be a long-term tag team. You just split them up and just put random two guys together. It just sucks. Whatever. I don't care about that match at all at SummerSlam. So the Eater of Pins, Bray Wyatt's coming up next. That's like one of the ultimate channel turners. Him and the Cruiserweights. I mean, whenever I see Bray Wyatt, I just want to change the channel on my TV. I do not want to see this guy on my TV anymore. The Eater of Pins is just boring me to death. I am bored to death by this show. I'm not entertained. I'm not enjoying it. So, I mean, Finn Balor eventually interrupts him. They played the start of the Demon music when he's the Demon, but then he's not the Demon. He's just regular Finn Balor, and I'm sure he'll be the Demon at SummerSlam, which will pin Bray Wyatt, since Bray is, of course, the Eater of Pins. So, for the night, they're doing these triple threat previews with Reigns, Joe, and Strowman. They showed Reigns and Joe. Now they're showing Strowman. I'm just thinking to myself, man, Strowman... I can't get that story out of my head that I read, and multiple wrestling sites reporting this, and they all claim to have sources. You can look it up. It involves Karen Jarrett, who's Kurt Angle's ex-wife, who's married to Jeff Jarrett now, and Braun Strowman. Strowman actually getting on his knees and apologizing to her, and just thinking to myself, oh my God, I just can't take this guy seriously anymore. I think of him on his knees now. That story hurt Braun for me. So I guess it's actually up next. It's not going to be the main event. That's awkward. That's weird. I don't know why. Roman Reigns wins. I don't want to watch the show anymore. I am bored to death with this show. They're still set through another hour. Feels like the show has already been 4 hours long. This show is just awful. I don't care. So they show Big Show. He's getting ready for his match at Big Cass. Don't care about that at all. No one gives a shit. So he had the Drifter come out. He's actually from Pittsburgh, so he sings a song insulting Pittsburgh, all the stuff, yada yada. I mean, Vince McMahon must hate Pittsburgh. He's like done so many segments now that are all anti-Pittsburgh. Whenever they go to Pittsburgh, it's always like they always have to insult the city. I don't know. Yeah, Kalisto interrupts him. When I heard that music, I was like, what the fuck is that? It's Kalisto. I don't know why this guy hasn't been released. This guy needs to be fired. He is a bum. He is complete shit. I mean, this Drifter and Elias Sampson on Raw. What the fuck did we do to deserve this? So after the ratings are going to be absolutely in the shitter after this Drifter Kalisto match, they go to Alexa Bliss backstage, and yeah. I mean, mercilessly, that match was over, so Alexa's backstage, so it's always a joy to see her on the screen, and she's talking about Bayley and how it's an easy match, and she's kind of saying she got herself counted out against Sasha. It's like she's almost, mocking Sasha, how she's going to miss SummerSlam, and Bayley is going to lose to her again, saying the same stuff. And she actually mocks Sasha's voice, which I thought was pretty funny. She says Sasha's on a promotional tour. I don't know if that's true, but I don't know if we'll see her. But they say it's Bayley and Nia Jax up next. I don't know if that really means Sasha's not on the show, but it kind of sounds like she won't be the way they said it. So I don't know if they're doing a Fatal 4-Way or a Triple Threat. I don't know what the hell they're doing. They showed Ambrose and Rollins talking in the back. I don't give a shit about the storyline anymore. Bayley and Nia Jax was a fucking dreadful, horrible, despicable match. That match absolutely sucked. I have never heard a crowd so dead before during one of these women's matches in the last couple of years. They were so dead. It was incredible. They did not give a shit. This match died a slow death on national TV. It was fucking horrible. It was Nia Jax is the worst. She can't get any heat. She's so bad. Her and Bayley have no chemistry together. Oh man, I don't want to watch Bayley and Alexa. I didn't want to watch it before. Now I don't even want to even see the match. It's like a piss break now. Why the fuck are we seeing this? I don't know why they're not doing Alexa and Sasha. It's what people wanted to see was those two go at it. But I don't know. I do not want to see Alexa Bliss and Bayley anymore. And Alexa and Bayley interacted. The crowd was just so dead. And I feel bad for Bayley because when she came out, she got no pop. Man, the fans are. I'm afraid I might boo her. This is just such a horrible, awful decision to do this matching. I don't want these two ever wrestle again. And this match tonight was just these two, and Bayley and Nia just have no chemistry. That match just absolutely was horrible. Now we might even go from that match to a worse match, worse main event. It's just going to be Big Show and Big Cass. Someone shoot me. I do not want to see this match. This Raw sucks. Sorry guys, it's about 1 o'clock in the morning. I fell asleep during the main event. I have no idea what happened. I don't blame myself. That show sucked. I don't care about Big Show and Big Cass. That Raw was fucking boring.